Hello and welcome to Open House. My name is Lynette Chaloka and I am your student's AP Language and Composition teacher here at Glenbard South High School. I'm also the English department chair. I want to take a few minutes to introduce myself and go over some of the course requirements and expectations for AP Lang. I will also share all of the information that I'm giving to you here in a slide deck in the folder on Schoology. So welcome, here we go. So here's a little background information about me. This is the start of my 21st year in teaching. I have worked at Glenbard South High School now for 7 years. I have a bachelor's degree in English with a teaching certification from Northern Illinois University. My master's degree is from Benedictine, and I'm currently pursuing my doctorate with a superintendency licensure. I'm not sure where that's going to take me, but I'm really enjoying beginning my research and writing my dissertation. I have national board certification, and I have lived in the Chicagoland area my entire life. On a personal note, I have been married for 16 years. I have 3 beautiful children, Charlotte, who is in 7th grade this year, Christina, who's in 3rd grade, and my son Stephen just turned 3 this summer. So one of the most important things I think that we need to establish is an open line of communication, and I want to make it very clear that I am here for your students and for you should you have any questions or concerns. That comes not only with our AP language class but also with the English department in general. You can find my information linked on our virtual classroom page, which I will share in the folder and also is linked to the presentation tonight. Please feel free to email me or call me with any questions or concern you may have. I will certainly do my very best to get back with you as soon as possible. I also send updates through Schoology, through Remind, and to put them on our daily agenda. You are always welcome to access our daily agenda to see what's happening in class on a regular basis. So next I'd like to discuss just a few general instructional practices and guides to understanding the grade book through PowerSchool. Students should expect homework on a regular basis in the course. Consider it really an extension of our classroom, so I will make sure that it is valuable and furthers the students' learning. Knowing everything that we know about how many adjustments we have to make in this year in particular, including the fact that I'm filming my open house video for you, I certainly am always willing to be flexible, and I definitely consider quite pointedly how much time I ask for your students to dedicate to homework, just because I know how much stress they might be under and how challenging these times can be. And we will certainly work together, and what I do ask them to do will definitely be an extension of their learning and valuable and beneficial to what they're doing in class. So another item that is, I think, important to discuss is the retake and redo policy in the course, because I firmly believe in a growth mindset and in the recursive nature of the skills in the course. I will always offer students the opportunity to retake and redo assignments as much as possible. They can earn credit back through demonstrating further learning and further knowledge, and I'm always open to meeting and discussing those opportunities with students. We'll not be able to offer extra credit in the course, but there's certainly plenty of opportunities to retake and redo and earn credit. A quick note about late work. I will accept late work without penalty whenever possible. And we do our best to then have late work submitted no later than a week after the end of any particular unit. When it comes to viewing your students' grades in PowerSchool, there are a couple of items I would like to make sure we address here. If you see a 0.1 for an assignment for your student, that would indicate that I currently have not received it, but that it is still possible for the student to submit this assignment, and most likely without any penalty for in terms of a deduction for it being late. I'm just indicating that currently I do not have that assignment. Zeros in the gradebook will be rare, and they normally represent a student actually maybe taking a quiz and not getting any of the questions right, which we would hope that wouldn't happen. or if an assignment is long overdue and despite all of our efforts has not been turned in, that would indicate that I no longer accept it. But again, this is a very rare case. I do my very best to have students submit their work in a timely manner, and we have a lot of discussions when we don't get it. So usually that doesn't happen. In terms of the grade weighting and how, of course, expectations, all of those things are also linked in our virtual classroom and to the course description in PowerSchool. So if you would like to take a further look at those things, that information is available here in your open house folder as well as in PowerSchool. The course expectation sheet also provides you with a general course overview and specific information regarding the skills that we will tackle, major novels and texts, and the textbook we will use. Currently, there's nothing that you need to purchase for the course. All of these books will be provided for your student, but I do invite you to access that document through our virtual classroom or in the folder that I will include for tonight for open house. Over the course of this year, we will also be preparing students to take their AP exam in the spring. There's a multiple choice section consisting of 45 questions. It's divided roughly in half. Roughly half of the questions will deal with analysis of the passage and the reading of the passage, and roughly the other half will deal with actual choices that the author makes in terms of style and structure and what may be most impactful in regards to that. Those can be somewhat tricky questions, but we will certainly be working on those. In addition to the multiple choice section, there's also free response questions. There's a synthesis question, a rhetorical analysis question, and an argument question. And each of these skills will be tackled and revisited over the course of the year to prepare students for the test. In closing, I'd like to thank you for your attention tonight and share with you something I ask your students to share with me. We're back in school now. They're in AP Lang. For some of them, it may even be their first AP course. And so I was just wondering how it felt to be back in school right now, how maybe they feel about AP Lang. And I asked them to create memes and communicate those with me. So what follows here are a few of the memes that your students created in class. And lastly, I'd like to share with you my meme for how I'm feeling about having the privilege of teaching your students this wonderful course. I'm always here if you have any questions or concerns. Please make sure to reach out to me and we will get through this year together.